Did you not hit live?
Yeah, now we are. And I'm bad like a Barbie. I'm a door, but I still want to party. What's up, y'all? Monday Night Raw. We in the building, the South Shakers. We finna do the big one for everything that happened with all the chaos. Oh, Santana girl. Like, clenching your pearls.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
That is right. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. We have not been here since Saturday for our test run for our gaming show. If you missed that, you can watch that. But of course, tonight we are here to talk about Monday Night Raw as we turn over a new leaf to the X app. You can follow us on X. So
Mine still say Twitter, so
mine on my computer doesn't, but mine on my phone does.
I don't know. Maybe I need to check that out. But like on mine still show Twitter.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's crazy. It's literally been the conversation all day long. What's up, y'all? Yes, we have some thoughts, some funny thoughts. Yes, honey, Big X. Oh, you thought it was Twitter? You thought it was Twitter? It's X.
Yeah.
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 What's up, Stephanie in the building? If y'all missed the WoW show with her and host Katrina earlier, it is up. And we also had WWT live as well. But like I keep saying, we are here to talk about Monday Night Raw. And first and foremost, honey, the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day have made it very clear that they run Monday Night Raw. Period. Like, ain't nobody running it like them. Ain't nobody doing a big one like them, you know? And I agree to an extent. You know, I do think they're the most dominating faction right now. Because obviously the bloodline, you know, what's going on with them. But Damien seems to be getting into the leadership role. But it's not about Damien. It's not about Finn. It's not about Rhea. It's about the new NXT North American champion. Yes, Dominic Mysterio, everyone. What the hell? It's funny. I don't even think they've released the producers.
No.
But somehow I'm blaming TJ.
Oh my God, you can't blame TJ for that because TJ doesn't do anything down on NXT.
He doesn't. But yeah, so he has to have his celebration, but it was rudely interrupted, and I do say rudely very loosely, because Sammy and Kevin, who seem to be a little up and down with their flow. You know, they've been getting wins, they've been suffering a few losses, things have been, you know, looking better than worse, but there's still a lot of shit going on with them, and they weren't too impressed with the Judgment Day, and Judgment Day weren't too damn impressed with them. But what ended up happening was, you know, Dominic came out, he said he was a defending champion. Sami Zayn said, defend that shit right now, tonight. And about 30 more minutes passed by, and they were in a match. I thought they were going to be the main event, but they weren't. But before we get to their match, of course, we have to get to some women's action. As it was noted and reported last week, Becky Lynch will be taking on Zoe Stark. If she can defeat Zoe Stark, she will get her match with Trish. But if she didn't, she would have to tattoo Trish, thank you, Trish, on her face. Girl.
Yeah, we missed an opportunity.
That's crazy. Jail.
Such a missed opportunity.
Girl, such a missed opportunity is crazy. You wanted Becky. Girl, I'm not even going to ask.
You can't ban me. I work here. Hello? I could ban you. Exactly. Yeah.
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 You thought it was a missed opportunity. It was a success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. So Becky
Well,
does
Becky
what,
did get the win, which was great. But I thought this match was really good. They didn't go as long as I thought they would, though.
No,
There was
I can hear you. But what I will say is that this was, of course, we know that eventually this was going to lead to Becky versus Trish at
obviously
SummerSlam. I mean, there was nothing like that could actually say otherwise, though. So,
right.
I mean, hey, Trish still has one up on Becky.
Yeah,
So
the
maybe
match was really good though. They have a lot of chemistry.
they do.
I saw a lot of people saying that on my timeline, and I honestly have to agree because you don't get like Becky and Liv was tough.
It was hard to get
Like
through.
it was tough. That's like the earliest or like the most recent memory that I can think of Becky not having chemistry with someone.
Mm-hmm.
And this chemistry that she has with Zoe is really good. I know she has to finish this with Trish, but it seems like Trish and Zoe are starting to have a fickle in their relationship as well. We saw in the digital exclusive backstage posted by WWE that Trish just she needed her space. She needs to go home, in my opinion, and figure some things out. But I guess she will now have to face Becky once again, who she's defeated. So looking up for Bex, happy for Bex, but of course we have to hear from Bishop Cody Rhodes. Honey, look at it. Look, girl, you can just look at the picture and tell it's all about like it's about us.
It is.
What do you want to talk about? You know? Every Monday night he asks us, what do we want to talk about? We love that Bishop. And Bishop brought us the message today about Mr. Brock Lesnar again. You know, he's tired of hearing the whole end of story. You know, he's tired of it. So stop harassing that man with it. He also made it very clear that, you tried to do something in front of a woman who is my mother, who's seen my dad go through some vicious matches, vicious times, has drunk beer and, liquor chased with the best of them, honey. Basically, what he was saying was, my mama will knock your ass out. Okay? Not too impressed. I do think that the biggest thing that's lacking here is a stipulation. Like, it
needs to be a stipulation.
Yeah, it needs to be something.
Like, I mean, you guys already had like 2 matches with each other. This third one needs to be something because, I mean, of course, maybe next week we'll find out if maybe they will have a stipulation, but I think they need one. Hard Times. What is this?
Hard Times 2023. No, that's the NWA.
Oh, that's Hard to Kill.
Right. Hard Times.
Listen, Hard Times, Hard to Kill. Either way it go. Mr. Cody Rhodes is. I just feel like it does need a stipulation too. I don't know what it could be, but
I think they should bring back the 2 out of 3. Like you have 3 stages of hell. That's what it's called, I think.
Yeah.
And then like the last one, put him in a cage, and then have Brock spear. Remember the thing they did with Roman and Brock, where Brock had ended up spearing. Well, I think it was Roman ended up spearing him. Anyway, they speared each other. One of them ended up getting the stipulation. Blah blah blah. But with this, I think it would be. It's too late for 3 stages of hell. It happens in one night. Literally, they do it all in one night.
They do. It's like back to back.
They could have just a singles match, then they could have a no falls count anywhere match, and then they could have a steel cage. Put them through hell.
Literally. And then Bray Wyatt.
Girl, I'm not ready for it. I think I'm over Bray Wyatt a little bit. Not gonna lie. I think there's so much lackluster there. It was so exciting at first, and now it's just like, girl, what y'all gonna give me? Because I can go down the road and watch Crazy Steve and feel exhilarating. So I don't know. Shout out to that man. I hope he gets it together, child.
Maybe so.
Ricochet also caught up with Miss Jackie and called out Logan Paul and said, you know, when I come out tonight, I need you to be out. You want to pop up when you want to? Pop up now. Shit. I know that's right, honey. But then, of course, we have to get to the NXT North American Championship. Sami Zayn versus Dominic Mysterio. There was no way in hell that Rhea, Damian, Finn, they were going to let Dominic do this and lose. There was no way in hell. I don't even think Sami... This is a great match. And I love that they played on the thought of Sami Zayn winning, but I think there was no way in hell that he was going to win. I don't even know why he was the opponent, to be honest.
Oh, well, I mean, Kevin can't really wrestle because
but there's other people there's other people.
Well, he needs to face some people that's going to be like that can at least benefit you win-wise. Like Sami can benefit from taking a loss because Dominic needs this. If he's going to be a defending champion, he needs to face people who's been champions or current champions or have a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So why not beat Sami Zayn, which he did? You know what I'm saying? In a roll up, holding tight. You know what I'm saying? So like. He needs opponents, but he's starting with people who are very much established in their own way. Oh. Who was made stupid? Sami?
That's what they said. That's what
I don't know if it really like if this made Sami stupid, then what did that make Wesley?
Well, I think him and Wesley kind of had.
Cause
I don't know what the stupid. I think they're talking about the roll up, maybe. That happened at the end. I don't know specifically what made him look stupid. I will say that my question to WWE and to other people, and I can answer my own question, but it's still a question. Did y'all think that Wesley couldn't continue to hold the title and find something else for Dominic to look like more established for Judgment Day? Like, did Wesley have to suffer the loss for Dom to look more established? Because I mean, obviously, we see the video package. He's had a hell of a run, continuously, a great run. So I just wonder, did it really take for Wesley to lose his title in such a? I mean, he's had such a great reign, like. A really great reign. He will go down as one of the greatest NXT North American champions. Theory is not on Raw. So.
I was going to say if he still was on Raw.
Oh, if he still was on Raw. That would make sense.
Raw, then you know what I'm saying? But that'd be like a heel type of thing.
I don't know. I just don't. I just
one of them.
I don't understand why, for one, the North American Championship is being defended on Raw. I get it, but I don't get it. Like I'm understanding it, but we're not in a field of this doesn't benefit NXT. It benefits Dominic. To a lot of fans who don't watch NXT, they just know that he's holding a title. And to consumers who don't even know, like who don't even watch on a regular basis, they just assume that title is just a title in WWE, right? I don't know. It benefits Dom and I get it, but what does this do? I don't want us to get back into a realm of like we're now deferring NXT once again. So
I don't know.
It does bring more viewership. Yeah. But if that's the case, then why was it utilized on Raw to a demographic who may not even know what NXT is? I get it. For NXT, I get why you're bringing someone like Dom to NXT, but I'm not understanding why the championship felt like it needed to be defended tonight. He could have had a celebration party. Someone from NXT could have came out. This could have been written to benefit NXT more. Not saying that NXT is not getting any benefit, but specifically tonight, then NXT doesn't win from any of this. being defended on Raw.
I mean, but could we see Wesley have came up to the main roster and
Yeah,
defended
like
himself?
something. Anything could have happened. Someone could have came out and been like, you know what, and maybe it could have been someone notable. Maybe it could have been Braun Breaker. It could have literally been anything that would have tied it back to the roster versus making Dom look good. It works on Tuesday nights, but this is Monday. So it's like, and I get it, same network. So that works too. There's definitely, I'm not saying the lines are completely vanished. I just think they're blurred, to be honest. I don't like it. And I don't know what.
Great though, because I think it's just a simple fact of that when you have like a lot of people already don't look at NXT in a sense anyway. You take someone like Dominic Mysterio, who's most hated, very much you consider to be mainstream. A lot of people all over the world know, of course, he's Rey Mysterio's son or Eddie's son, and blah blah, all this and that. He makes noise wherever he goes, right? So him taking the title off Wes Lee just made him made him the even more hated than what he is right now. And then him to defend it on Monday Night Raw. Not only he goes down to SmackDown, defend it there. Goes to Monday Night Raw, defend it there. He wins it, of course, on Tuesday. But I still feel as if like with Dominic, I don't want it to take away from what Wesley has done because I don't think this is the end of it. Obviously, I think that there is a lot more that could be added to it. And I mean, with Dom being a part of Judgment Day, it doesn't really give much to him outside of everybody else had something to look forward to, and Dominic just kind of just there, being aside with Rhea Ripley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't mind it personally. I know that a lot of people have said the fact that Wesley lost or whatever, but I don't know. We still got to figure out what's going to happen tomorrow because he's going to kick off the show with Rhea Ripley tomorrow.
True.
And also, Wesley could come out, Mustafa Ali could come out, and this could lead to a triple threat match at Great American Bash. And let's say, what if Dominic doesn't even hold on to the title for Great American Bash? What if it goes back to Wesley? Or what if Mustafa Ali win? Not saying that this would take away from Dominic's reign, but he needed something.
I do think if you do a short reign, then there was no purpose. Like if he loses tomorrow, there was literally no purpose of this. There was no reason for Wesley to drop his title. Like I don't care what anyone comes up with. If he loses tomorrow, that was literally a waste of time.
Well, they can say the same for like Melo and Solo situation too. Melo lost his title.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing the fact that if he loses tomorrow, then there was no synopsis, like there was nothing that you can say was that significant for it to happen besides shock.
But that's only if he defends tomorrow, though.
I'm not. That's beyond the point. All I'm saying is, if he loses tomorrow, it was not worth it by no means. From a Tuesday to Tuesday program, him holding that title, there's no significance in that by no means. He has to go on to Great American Bash. He has to Dom really has to defend this shit and hold it. Because if y'all do a Tuesday to Tuesday, that's nothing. There's nothing there. There was no purpose for Wesley not to be champion.
I don't know, but I mean, if he goes past it, then if he goes past Tuesday, he goes back to Friday, he comes back to Great American Bash and he defeats there and he wins. I mean, hey, it's a win for Dominic, and maybe, like I said, Wesley may find himself to get involved in that, or maybe they'll figure out what they're gonna do with him and Mustafa Ali.
Yeah. Who knows? Because they still have a match. Kevin Owens was seen in the back. Looks like his ribs could be damaged. His injury is a little bit unclear. There's been a few things that have been said. Still waiting on WWE to make that announcement as well. And we get to Tommaso Ciampa and big Bronson Reed, Lord Jesus. After the distraction from Shinsuke Nakamura, Bronson Reed did pick up the win. And I don't know, when you put two guys in a match that you're both trying to build, eventually it's going to happen because you run out of space. You run out of people who are available. But I wasn't expecting him to win. But it builds a feud. Obviously, some shit going on with him and Shinsuke.
Of course. I'd rather
Bronson,
see that than Bronson being in the damn way.
yeah, I
Put
don't
him
know.
somewhere else.
I don't know. I don't know what I feel about Bronson, but sometimes I forget he's even here. To be honest, this was definitely one of those filler matches. Now
Mhm.
I actually had told we were all in the room, and I actually said that Liv was. I was hearing that Liv was injured like moments before they even said anything. I was just looking at some stand accounts and some stuff had been said, so I didn't know if it was true or not. But then we finally saw Liv,
Mhm.
and she made it very clear that Raquel had suffered a knee injury and that she was going to get revenge back on Rhea Ripley. Before her match with Rhea Ripley, she was confronted by Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. And of course, Rhea appears and makes it very clear that she told both Liv Morgan and Raquel that they should stay out of the way. And she's taking out Raquel. Next up, Liv Morgan. This match did not even happen as Liv Morgan was making her way down to the entrance ring. Rhea decided to break out and knock Liv in her damn face.
Breakout is crazy.
Break out. That's what she did.
That's okay. Literally doing her damn engine. Knocked her ass.
Literally. Crazy. I was not expecting this. I don't know. I will say that seeing all the accounts, because I say this all the time, I love the seeing accounts that are on Twitter. They keep me in the know, you know? I feel like auntie a little bit. But I always read their I always
Oh,
read their comments and stuff, and it was in an uproar about Liv, and then it like she was injured, she wasn't injured, she was, and so it was a lot. And I felt like even with all that, I had no idea this was gonna be like this is what was gonna transpire between everything going on. They have not. I don't know if they have made an announcement on Liv Morgan yet, but I do know that there were when I saw it on the programming, there was still some unclear information.
yeah.
So we wish both Raquel and Liv and Dakota Kai, who's also out with injuries. Everyone in the world of wrestling out with injuries at this moment. We wish them a
Nasty.
speedy recovery.
This was two chair shots to the elbow, the same one that she apparently injured or anything like that. And I know a lot of people are saying the fact that, oh, why did y'all do this to Liv and everything like that? If Rhea Ripley is going around and claiming that she's the most dominant champion, or she's dominant, she's this, she that, maybe this is her way of showcasing her dominance. She did the same thing to Natty. The only thing that happened to Natty was Natty didn't get injured. But with this being like, if this is a real injury for Liv Morgan, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Speedy recovery for her and everything like that. But I
She is
mean,
also going to be in Queen of the Ring, so she could be going off to film as well. I know a lot of people said that, so I think
mhm.
it's a good write off.
Now I mean it's like, who can stop Rhea Ripley? Because the thing is that a lot of people were saying like, oh well, she's always somewhere where the men is and blah blah. Now she's beating the hell out of the women, and now everybody upset still.
She didn't have competition. Now she's taking it out, and it's
Yeah,
funny as hell. Like the two people that everyone was naming, she's taking both of them out, and it's really crazy.
she's
I
been
don't
here a
know.
crazy champion. You beat the hell out your competition. If this is who our competition is, hell, Natty versus Rhea for the women's world championship at SummerSlam, and then Beth Phoenix come out. All right.
Sure. Liv is seen in the back saying that she can't really move her shoulder. She seems to be in excruciating pain, and honestly, I don't know. This is seems pretty severe. Rhea did kind of chuck her a little bit when she came down the ramp. So Liv, we'll see. You got 1 week to SummerSlam. The Alpha Queen herself, along with her Alpha Academy bros, called out Valhalla for a match next week. So we'll see if Valhalla decides to answer that challenge. Maxine Dupree will be fighting in her first singles match, televised on Monday Night
Bring
Raw.
a bucket, girl.
And
Bring a
Maxine
bucket, soap and
has
water.
really had a lot of support.
Cheers.
A lot. And,
To defeat Rhea Ripley. Okay.
mm, she could have been a
According,
Divas champion. I give her that.
according to the internet, Rhea Ripley count your days. Maxine is coming.
Child. She coming all right. Logan Paul and Ricochet finally have their face off tonight, but it's not in the way that Ricochet would have liked it. After calling out Logan Paul and being very adamant about not knowing anything about this business, not being a part of this business truly, showing up when you want to, he is attacked by Logan Paul. And of course, Logan Paul, being the content creator that he is, decides to record it and accepts Ricochet's challenge to their match at SummerSlam. I think this is a really good opportunity for Ricochet because I can't tell you the last time he was involved in a storyline that really I don't even know if he's even had one. A legitimate feud. Even when he was champion, I just think this is probably the best thing for Ricochet. I think this is the best shit that's happened to him, even beyond the championships, honestly. Because I didn't.
Mostly talk too, child.
This is true.
Ricochet. We already know Ricochet is not the greatest on the mic
He's not.
whatsoever. But he's been doing fairly well. I'm living for the anime inspired shirts,
Yeah,
and everything like that. But
bringing out his character a little bit. We continue with the women. Of course, Miss Jackie is interviewing Shayna Baszler, and Shayna tells everyone that she is sick and tired of not only hearing Ronda's name, but having associated with her career. And there's only one way to end this between her and Ronda Rousey, and that's at SummerSlam. She said she is going to fight, with an emphasis on fight.
Put him in a pit.
Put him in a pit. It's only right.
It's only right.
We also see Akira Tozawa. There we go. I have to see his name to say it. Jesus Christ! And then we also see. That's why I close my eyes, girl.
Girl, please.
We also see Apollo with him as well. The Judgment Day seem to be bullies. Jody Threat.
Jody Threat would have a field day over here.
Girl, she will beat real ass.
Hey,
oh God,
German suplex crazy.
The forearm nuts.
What?
She's not playing. But then later that night, later tonight, Damian and Apollo got their one-on-one in the match after having a brief face-off backstage. After all that, Rhea looks concerned or confused.
She's looking at Tozawa like, you better walk your ass off.
Jesus. But Apollo is back after spending some time in NXT. So she would. And then Apollo Crews and Damian Priest have their match. Not main eventing this week for Damian Priest, however, did a great showing with Apollo. And they also had some great chemistry too. I think Damian can literally wrestle anybody. He's very dominant, no pun intended. And he also is our Money in the Bank winner. So can't forget about that.
Amen.
After Becky decides to talk to a skeleton head, she is met with Miss Jackie and talks about, she's not finished. It's time. Focus on what needs to be done. And Becky has her eyes set on Trish. I don't think their match is made official yet, but I'm sure we'll hear it within the next weeks. We do have our prediction shows next week. Big shout out to Grown Ass Woman Television for sharing tonight as well. That's what I was looking at. That's why I was just like a little bit. But shout out to those amazing women over there. If you are tuned in, thank y'all for tuning in and showing us some love. But yeah, Becky, Trish, again, SummerSlam. Jesus Christ. Gunther, Drew McIntyre have had quite the beef in just a couple weeks since Drew McIntyre decided to make his return. However, he was challenged by what I cannot get these.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah, him, Kaiser, the one that dates Tiffany Stratton, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling him Tiffy's man. Yes.
No, you
Tiffy's
can't. No.
Tiffy's man went one-on-one with Drew McIntyre and, of course, lost. They're not gonna make Drew look too crazy. Oh, there was his name right there.
Yeah.
Ludwig Kaiser, aka Tiffy's man. Yeah. A lot of distractions happening in this match. And even after the match, Drew McIntyre, well, first Matt Riddle was left on the ground, but then Drew McIntyre also smashed Gunther through a table. So I know a lot of people, I know Tamara had made this question in the chat and also in the room. Do you think they're building Drew, for Gunther to defeat Gunther, really?
I mean, it's hard to say because Drew has been built to beat people and still lost.
True.
So, I mean, of course, with him coming back, I mean, if he's the one to beat Gunther, I don't think I would be okay with it because I feel like Dragunov is the one who should beat Gunther.
Facts.
But that's just me.
I don't disagree with that. I actually like the idea. I'm not opposed to it. It doesn't bother me.
Once he loses to Melo this weekend, he can come up.
Okay, I don't know now. I don't know. I think you need to. I think you might want to pump your brakes a little bit on that one.
She not talking to me like you too fucking little to be.
No, ma'am. I'm not. No, don't tell me to think about it. That man is beating Dragunov. I don't care.
Okay, girl. I'm gonna be there just in case. Cause, girl, listen, I'm telling you, that ride back, like there was. God. That's gonna
silence.
That's gonna be me driving. Well, you driving this time.
I am driving this
funny. Girl, I don't know, honey. I'm praying for your household. I'm sending you love. My thoughts and prayers is for y'all, but I think it's gonna get messy, baby. NXT Great American Bash, it's about to get messy. It's already hot as hell in Austin. Chill.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm not ready. Versus Melo and Great American Bash.
Yeah.
What is GAR?
Probably Great American Bash. And on that note, before we get to the last thing for the women's,
I got
you. What it would be considered. Well, the women's segments. There we go. For tonight on Monday Night Raw, we have a quick commercial break featuring our CEO on all the shows that we have here at Women's Wrestling Talk. Now, it won't include AEW Collision and Rampage, which is our sizzling Sunday show with the Collision crew, and it won't include the new show that we have, Rising Sun
Rundown.
Stars. Oh, Rundown. Okay.
Wait, did you? All right.
I'm trying to keep up, dude. I'm trying to keep up. We'll be back.
Hey peeps, TK Trinidad here, boss lady of Women's Wrestling Talk. And I want to say thank you so much for watching because you've got millions of options. Plus, you don't have to worry about sharing your password to check us out. But while you're here, hopefully you know we have so many more shows to watch, like Turnbuckle Glam, Raw post-show, WoW post-show, AEW Dynamite post-show, Women's Wrestling Army post-show, NXT post-show, Impact Wrestling post-show, AEW Rampage and SmackDown Live post-show, On the Scroll, ROH post-show, WWT Live, plus all of our interviews with the hottest women's wrestlers in the game. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. check out our website at www.talkpod.com and follow us on all social media platforms at www.talkpod, and make sure to spread the word. That means send this to the group chat. Yes, even the person with the green bubble. Thanks again so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
We are back. We couldn't play the Isaiah Cassidy video just yet. Santana actually has some breaking news regarding Rhea Ripley and her appearance tomorrow night on NXT.
Okay, so Laura Vicaria challenges Rhea Ripley for her Women's World Championship tomorrow night on NXT. So Rhea Ripley is going to be in NXT tomorrow. She is kicking off the show, but we don't know yet exactly if she's going to be accepting the challenge. But yeah, it's very popular.
Nice.
Rhea in 6. 6 minutes. 6. What? Okay.
Rhea in the 6.
Okay. 5.
Maybe 5.
Yeah.
Honestly, it might be a sweep. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
clean sweep.
Yeah, it's she there's no fifth game in this one.
Yeah.
But I do think JC Jane is gonna play her role into this somehow because she deserves an opportunity as well. A lot going on at NXT, but Ronda Rousey accepts Shayna Baszler's challenge. They will have a match. We don't know what type of match it will be, but as far as right now, Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, 1-on-1, the 4 of UFC MMA. Man, like this is, I think Ronda's going to get embarrassed so bad. And I think that's why they need to do a certain style of match to make Ronda still look good. But if this was pure wrestling, Shayna, I mean,
hands down,
one, like in the world, like Shayna is one of the, like, I put her up there with a speedball Mike Bailey. I put her up there with like someone who is very technical. And I think I think this is gonna be a very interesting telling for Ronda. And if it's a send-off, I think she should be embarrassed. But that's just me. Next week, Brock Lesnar returns, of course, to Monday Night Raw. I'm sure he's gonna have some things to say.
Shayna Joseph. Okay. What Shayna has. She do 3 times. She's also 2-time NXT Women's Champion and something that Ronda has never held.
True. Get that choke out of here. Oh my God. And then we also have in our main event for tonight, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor signing their lives away for SummerSlam. Seth, honestly, cocky as ever, letting it be known there's no chance in hell that Finn will win. However, he said, if you do win, Damien's going to cash in on your ass because you're going to cash in on his ass. You would do the same thing. And I don't disagree, but I also think that, I think Finn would do it quicker. Like, I think Damien would think about it, kind of what he did, kind of what he's been doing. And then I think Finn would just pull the trigger and be like, fuck that. I don't give a damn about on Judgment Day. Wow, 7 years. And then he's unsuccessful. Send his ass to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Who is Seth?
Finn.
Oh.
I don't think Finn should win.
I think he should.
I don't.
Me personally, I think that Finn should win. Let me tell you something. This is like what this. Come on now, Finn. If you don't win this one,
you're a loser.
I got some questions for you.
You are a loser, and this is why. And I'm not saying Sasha was a loser, but I'm gonna say this: Sasha Banks and Finn Balor have the exact same blueprint in WWE. They've never had an outstanding singles moment. Finn's had it, but he's never got to really hold on to it. Sasha Banks never got her one singles moment. She never She never ever got that moment. Never. She was fucking 0-5 at WrestleMania. Let's not even talk about that. She couldn't even like hold the title. Finn's been going through the same shit. Think about his run in NXT. It was good. It was good. But then when he came back, you know, it's been a struggle for Finn. But I think if Finn doesn't win, I think he should rethink just make a few adjustments. She's 1-5 now. Correct. But in singles career, she's 0-5. She never won a singles match ever. Ever. And I think that Finn has had a very similar path. And I think that WWE does this to superstars. I thought it was going to happen. Well, I feel like it's happened to Asuka and Shinsuke. I think they have very similar. I mean, it's quicker. I do think it's quicker for the women to hold the world titles now. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, okay. That's fair. Singles. Well, isn't it still considered singles when it's triple threat? Like you're still a single competitor? Or is it singles like one-on-one? Because I thought singles.
Because if that's the case, then that includes the triple threat match.
That does include the triple threat. That's what I'm saying. Like you're a single competitor, not just one-on-one.
I'm thinking like matches overall, like what she lost.
Yeah,
she didn't win.
No, it's still singles competition, even if there's other competitors. I thought singles was like one, like more than just one-on-one. One-on-one is just one-on-one. Singles. What?
He's saying
basically. Oh, it's the other way around?
No, he's saying ill take. Like that's a lame ill take. It's ill take.
Hellcat, SRT, yeah.
Personally, I do feel like Finn could win this one. Honestly, I'm rooting for Finn in this. I mean, if he loses, I mean, it is what it is. But I am rooting for Finn to win this. Honestly, I just feel like with the interaction that ended with him tonight, as far as like Damien type situation, the stare out that these two had against each other, and everything like that, I'm hoping that none of this transpires moving forward into SummerSlam.
Who knows? Damien might not even have his briefcase once he leaves Austin, Texas. So.
Why did you have to bring that up?
Cash in.
Why did you have to bring that up? Like you could have just left it where it was.
Because it's gonna happen. We're gonna be sitting right there, and Melo wins. Boom. Ah! I'm him. And then boom. Straight to the dome. Damien, what are you gonna do? Your men out there fighting. To my men. Shout out to my men. That's crazy. Then Damien wins. NXT.
That's not going to take place. So,
girl, I don't know what's going to happen.
We're just going to ignore.
Let me ask you this: would you rather?
Because like you trying to swerve some shit on me because of what I've been doing.
Of Trish,
correct. That had nothing to do with me though. That was already in the works.
Correct.
They are in the works. No.
What would you rather have? Would you rather have Dragunov win, or would you rather have? Well, I ask the audience. Would you rather have Dragunov win, or would you rather Carmelo Hayes win and Damien cash in successful? Because I think one of those are at least higher than Melo retaining. I think Melo retaining is in the middle. I'm in the middle with that. I think Dragunov could easily win. I think Melo could possibly retain, and I think Damien's at the bottom. Yeah, if Melo fails, if Damien fails, that's ass. He's in Judgment Day. I think if anyone's failing, it's EO. Unfortunately. She got too much on her hands. Honestly. Who knows? But everybody was left for dead. Like Seth, Sammy tried to come out. Didn't happen. But I don't know. I just don't see anyone feeling anything in Judgment Day. that just Melo doesn't miss, but Melo can lose. So,
Me personally,
like,
let me tell you something. I'm going into Great American Bash with an open mind and an open heart. Okay, I don't need the negativity. Okay, I don't need that right now. All right, like at all whatsoever. Okay, not on Jennifer Lopez's birthday. I am not having it.
that's terrible.
No, it's not.
EO might fail though, and that is like, if y'all think about it, we have not had a failing cash in for the women. It's literally bound to happen. I know people are like, well, Oscar never technically cashed in. Well, she kind of did though.
She still got the title.
She still got the she still got the title. So I don't know. Me personally, I don't know, man. I'm just there for a good time. Like, even if Tiffy loses, which I don't think she will, Thea may win, but who knows? That main event is crazy. Our NXT show will premiere on Thursday, along with our Impact Wrestling show that night as well. And then on Thursday, we also have the Rising Sun show, right? Mm-hmm. And then we have there's another show that day, right? Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, NXT.
Yeah, I said, yeah, that's why I started off with NXT. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That was Monday Night Raw, y'all.
I swear to God, bro. If what happens on Sunday happens, I'm not showing up Monday.
That's fine with me.
I won't be here for a week.
That is fine with me because I'm gonna be laughing to the bank.
That's cool. Anyway, my final thoughts for Monday Night Raw is it was a pretty decent show.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jennifer Lopez. Today is her birthday. You know what I'm saying? You love to see it. You love to see it in so many different ways, honestly. Thank you for your contribution to the culture. Thank you for your contribution to the culture, Jennifer Lopez. We love to see it.
I don't know what culture she's talking about, but listen, love to see it. It's also Tori Wilson's birthday as well. So,
yeah. What about the divas?
Oh.
Yeah, what about them?
No.
What about the divas? Come on! Yeah. What about the divas?
What about I'm talking about?
What about Tori Wilson on her birthday?
What about the divas?
I don't even know if I even still have that clip, to be honest.
I don't think so. You know, you can Google Santana. You can find me on X, aka Twitter and Instagram. Thank you to our live studio audience being here with us tonight with all the great comments and yeah.
All the great comments is crazy.
Oh!
Yeah, that is right. Women's Wrestling Talk, y'all. The number one women's wrestling show on the planet. We'll see y'all Thursday. Ciao.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.